On a quiet street, nestled in the heart of a small town, there lived a girl named Clara. She was the very emblem of youthful innocence and curiosity, living her days in a gentle routine. She brought color to the town, always seen with a cheerful smile, but unknown to her, shadows stretched long behind her back. Every morning, Clara followed the same path to her school, a quaint building at the end of an oak-lined avenue. It was on one such morning when Clara first sensed it, an unsettling feeling creeping up her spine like the fingers of an invisible hand brushing past her ever so slightly. She glanced around, but the street was as it always was, quietly serene, and so she dismissed it as a fancy of her imagination. But this feeling, this uncanny notion of being watched, grew stronger with each passing day. She couldn't place it. It was intangible, like a whisper carried on the wind that only she could hear. At first, Clara rationalized it. Perhaps she was stressed with studies, or maybe just overtired. But then things began to change. She started noticing little things, objects slightly moved from where she remembered leaving them, and footprints not her own in the soft earth beneath her bedroom window. One night, as the pale moon cast an eerie glow over the town, Clara lay in bed, her room illuminated by slivers of the outside world, filtering through the curtains. As sleep began to take her, a soft creaking sound came from the hallway, pulling her harshly back to her wakeful state. Her heart drummed loudly in her chest. Could it be the house settling or the old timber exhaling a weary sigh? Or was it something far more sinister? Gathering her courage, Clara tiptoed out of bed, her feet barely making a sound on the cold floor. Her breath formed faint clouds in the chilled air as she approached the door. Peering cautiously into the hallway, she saw nothing amiss. Her nerves settled, she turned only to see a fleeting shadow dart across the windowpane, a stark silhouette in the periphery of her vision. Her skin prickled as she realized, with horrifying clarity, that the watchful presence was not a mere figment of her imagination after all. Determined to uncover the truth, Clara confided in no one, deciding instead to set a trap. The following night, she left the window ajar, deliberately allowing an entrance. She feigned sleep, lying tense with anticipation. Minutes seemed like hours, and just when her resolve began to wane, she heard it, the soft, deliberate pacing of feet across her wooden floor. What happened next is obscured by a fog of terror. Witnesses reported hearing a piercing scream that raked through the tranquil night. By morning, Clara's room was discovered empty. All that remained was an open window and a diary page she'd left on her pillow, documenting her fearful experiences. No trace of Clara has ever been found. The town remains silent, but whispers persist that in the quiet hours, if one listens closely, echoes of Clara's presence can still be felt. She walks among shadows, a chilling reminder that sometimes horrors lie not in ghost stories, but in the eyes that watch us, unseen. The girl, once filled with light, now lingers as a solemn chapter in the town's history, a spectral figure forever watched, having faced the silent horror that crept from the shadows.